Hello. Today I want to show you about getting prepared for the junkyard, or just to have some basic tools in your car, or your vehicle, or just at home. Just some essential tools just for some quick repairs, or for this demonstration I want to tell you about going to the junkyard, which the junkyard, the pick apart yard, the salvage yard, whatever you want to call it, is a place where they have cars like this. Probably not this Audi. I haven't seen an Audi in the junkyard. A8. I've seen A4s. I've seen A6s. I've seen all kind of, but that's besides the point. That's not what I'm going to discuss at this in this demo. First and foremost, I'm wearing sandals right now because it's hot. But you never wear sandals at the pick apart. It's probably obvious, but I've seen girls going with their boyfriends to the junkyard wearing high heels and just sandals or whatever. Not going to get in. So I recommend go to the Goodwill store or Salvation Army or one of those places and get some crap shoes. Or even if you have a crap pair of shoes, a pair of shoes that you don't care. You're going to be walking through a lot of grease, a lot of dirt, a lot of slime at the yard. Make sure that they go above the ankle. Got mosquitoes around here, so I might be doing that a lot. But anyways, now you might want to invest also in some gloves. If you're going to go pull a tire, or if you're going to just do like a big job with big nuts and bolts, you could wear some mechanic gloves. But if you're going to do something a little bit more intricate, get some latex gloves like this, but not used, of course. And another thing that you might want to consider taking with you, freeze these overnight, some ice packs. Put maybe 3 or 4 bottles of water in here, have them with you, because at the yard you could spend many hours pulling apart, inspecting cars. Back before YouTube and internet videos, the only way to learn about cars is to go get one or go to the ecology center or whatever, wherever they had the messed up cars, and this is what you would do to get your knowledge on how to take apart a car or replace a part or whatever. So you got your gloves, got your ice chest. Now a backpack. You're going to be going up and down aisles, even with the internet, and most of the places will document what cars that they have there, but more often than not, it's going to be not that reliable. So you're going to have a good bag of tools. And in your bag of tools, you could have some of these hex. This is some standard, like in inches, and then you got the metric side in the meters and all that stuff. And you could take this with you, and the less you take, the better, because you got to keep track of your tools. Because it's a bummer when you lose your tools when you're doing you're looking for parts. You go there, you get your part for cheap, that looks good, and then you leave a tool behind. It's a little bit of discouragement. You got to have a Phillips screwdriver. You got to have flathead screwdriver. Excuse me. Pardon me. This is the coolest tool. This is a Stanley. Like, for some reason, a lot of my tools are Stanley. I'm not sure how that happened. But anyways, I'm not promoting this brand. This is a good brand. It comes with a good little driver. You put the different bits at the end. I'm going to put this away at the moment. It has different bits, and this is good for pulling off trim and some engine compartment parts, because this has a collection of different size Phillip ends, different size flat ends, and plenty of torques. If you're doing European and even some Asian cars, they have a lot of torques on there, and you need to get familiar with that. And you probably need to have even a longer tool for adapter for putting your torques on the end of it. So this is a handy tool. One bag you could designate for European cars. This other bag you could designate for, like, if you're gonna go work on a Ford. Most modern cars are all metric. My 89 Blazer I'm working on has a lot of standard sizes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put, since I put the one tool on this bag with the different adapters, I'm gonna go ahead and put a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver in this bag. I could even put my gloves in here for now. At least I know where they're at. This one has different compartments. This I got from the 99-cent store, just kind of off a whim. It's already tearing apart, but you know, for just a few essential tools, it's a good thing to have in your you know, a good, you know, just a good bag. It's no big deal. So this also, when you know you're going to do something hardcore, you got to have a tool box, something with a handle on it, something comfortable to carry, something that you know exactly what's in here. So again, like when you're losing tools, if you lose any tools, you will know what was in here. If you're going to pull a alternator or what's it called, air conditioner, condenser, or power steering pump, you're going to want a good tool like this I got from Harbor Freight. This is a good tool to for the tensioner, because modern cars have a tensioner built in. It's not like what you have to do back in the day, just torque the heck out of it until you got good tension on it and tightened it. This is not what happens with this. So you want to also have a couple crescent wrenches. You want to have your maybe a good crowbar. This is ridiculously big, but it depends on what job you're doing. You got to have a good crowbar. I even have a glass puller if I wanted to go pull a windshield. I have this on me. I sharpen the heck out of this, so it does cut pretty good. And my favorite tool here, this I got from Lowe's. It's a Cobalt. And what I really like about this is super flat. Let me show you compared to, see this ratchet? This is a standard ratchet, right? It's just a standard ratchet here. This is a super flat one. So you still have some space to get into those tight spots in your pool or whatever you're working on, even in your car. It's just a good tool. It has a hole through thing. You could go through even long axles. Like this was kind of hyped up for doing bicycle repairs and stuff, but I find it really helpful for what I use it for in the different components of the car or whatever like that. So this, if you look around your cars and if you need to pull a tire or pull a rim off or whatever, just look for a kit in the back of the car already. So that's one less thing you have to carry with you. So this is pretty much, in a nutshell, what you could take for your pick apart day, or even just for a bag of tools that you could have handy in your vehicle in case you have a problem. Big giant flathead screwdriver. You got to have all your sockets to go with your ratchets. And I mean, this is totally just skimming the surface if you just want to do your repair, but keep in mind that you could practice your repair at home, pulling your part at home or whatever, and that way you could know exactly what you're going to do when you're at pick apart or whatever part you're pulling. Just make sure you know that when you go there, you know what you're doing, and be sure to take care of what you're working on, that you don't ruin someone else's part that they could use, you know, because it's so easy just to hack away and get to the part you need and then leave a mess behind. This is not good form. I hope you enjoyed my video. Hope you enjoyed this demonstration that I've put out for you guys to learn from. And please like and subscribe and share my videos. Maybe you know some people that really want to get their hands dirty, and I recommend to learn how to use tools, because all these tools have a really good way to use it. And just like a crescent wrench, you can't just put it on a bolt and twist away. You got to use it the right way, because if you put it upside down, you can set yourself up for a problem. Please take care of yourself, and take care of what you do, and do things like you care and mean it.